Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Lizzie. I am currently 35 weeks and 3 days pregnant, and this is going to be a hospital bag video, but we are hoping for a home birth. So it's a what's in my hospital bag video in case we get transferred. It's my second pregnancy and second child, so we've got a 4-year-old called Constantin, which is a big part of why we'd prefer to have a home birth. But what I've done is packed up the hospital bag so that in case we need to transfer, we have everything ready to go. It also might be the case that it's quite practical having lots of things together in one area anyway, so we might use this even if we get to stay at home. It's kind of like a zoned thing of things that we need, but a fair amount of it is stuff that I'll need specifically for the hospital. Stan, that's Constantin, came at 35 weeks, so I would have already given birth to him by now, and we had a 10-day hospital visit, so we were not completely unprepared, but we didn't have a bag packed. My husband was awesome and just came home and got all the things that I needed anyway, so I don't feel particularly anxious that, oh no, what if we have to do this and this goes wrong? Like, it will be completely fine. So it's relatively, I mean, I wouldn't say that it's minimal, but it's not like I love watching hospital bag videos, and there are quite a lot of videos of like every single individual outfit for the baby is in a sandwich bag with a label with it written on everything, and it's just like, that's really sweet, but I don't feel like we need to do that. Partly because my husband's very capable, but also it's the second baby. We've done this before. We know what we'd actually use. So yeah, that's the preamble. So I'm going to take you through everything that's in there. I will quickly give you a shot, actually, because I've got the suitcase right here. I will give you a shot of filming it from above so you understand what the suitcase looks like and how I've got it laid out. Okay, so this is the suitcase itself. As I said, it is one from Muji, and it just has 2 main pouches, and I've got my packing cube for the baby. I've got this Aesop bag for the baby, which is like nappies and that sort of thing. I've got maternity towels. I've got my wash bag. I've got my hospital notes. I've got a little thing that's got the headphones and the charger. I've got my jellies and my towel and my things, my clothes, and that's it. So first thing, obviously you need your hospital notes. Also in that compartment, I have a little Glossier pouch. There's a lot of like things in pouches because I like that, for things to be organised, but also it is easier to be able to just grab stuff. So this is just a spare iPhone charger with a really long lead, and I bought myself some AirPods. I've never had AirPods before. I've always just used normal iPhone headphones, but for hypnobirthing or just wanting to listen to anything, lots of people have said it's really nice having wireless headphones, so I've got those in case we're in a hospital room or a birth centre or wherever we end up, and I'm wanting to listen to my like hypnobirthing guided affirmations or a meditation or worship music or just chill music or songs that I love that are motivational. So I've got that sorted. We have a speaker in this room. So this is the room I hope to give birth in a birthing pool, with the midwives here at home. And so we've got a speaker that is set up so that if I'm here, I won't use the headphones, because obviously it's our space and we can just have the music playing as we like. And on this side, I have got wash bag. So I might take you through that. Basically, I've got a packing cube of clothes for the baby. I've got my wash bag. I've got a big box of organic cotton maternity towels, because they'll be bleeding and I'll need those. And then I've also got another pouch, which is like more stuff for baby that's like nappy and stuff related. So I'll start with toiletries and then I will go on to like clothes and things like that. So wash bag. It's quite a full wash bag. There's 0 makeup in it, but there's lots of bits and bobs that I might want. It's a Sandquist one. It's cute. I started with a much smaller one that opens up completely and folds out like this, and then I was like, if I need to go to the hospital and I want to go and have a shower and I can't actually put it down because when you open it up everything falls out, that's not going to work. So I grabbed this one instead. But there's basic stuff like I have a hairbrush. I have 2 different ways of like washing my face if I need to. So I've got a really nice Bioderma and I've got some cotton wool. I don't use cotton wool anymore. I use reusable cotton pads, but I don't want to put those in there because I think I've only got like 10 or 12 of them and I don't really want any of them in here because I use them every night. And I did have some cotton wool left over from when I used to use cotton wool. So I've got cotton wool and Bioderma to be able to just clean and wash my face. If I can't even be bothered to do that, I grab these from Boots so that I can just wipe my face, and also Dan might want to use those. So I've got those 2 options to wash my face. I bought myself, because I use an electric toothbrush, like I'm not going to pack an electric toothbrush, so I've got like a toothpaste mini and a Wisdom Renew, which is like it's kind of like the bamboo ones, but this is a different material that's biodegradable. So I've got that in there. Bought one of those for Dan as well. I've got my favourite lip balm in the world, which is a Bioderma Jobby that's brilliant. I've got a few of those, so I've whacked one in there. Then I have decanted my shampoo and conditioner into little like Muji tubs. I use Function of Beauty, which is awesome. I don't know if you've heard of Function of Beauty, but it's kind of like a subscription, but you can say, you work out what your hair goals are and like choose your priorities, and then they make up a formula for you, and then you can choose like the fragrance of it and how fragranced it is, and they post it out to you. So that's what I use, and I've popped those in there. I have also got dry shampoo, because if we do have to go to the hospital, but we don't have to go for very long, I might not need to wash my hair, I might just have a shower. So a little bit of dry shampoo. Collab is my favourite, so that's just a mini. I have got a shower gel thing also decanted. I think that might just be like a Dan's one that's like Nivea, that's really like gentle. I was looking for minis when I was in Boots buying the Collab and the simple one, and they were all like zesty, zingy, and all like lemon, lime, and I was just like, I'm not going to want that if I've just given birth. Like, I'm just going to want it to be like creamy and mild and gentle. So I've just decanted some of that instead. I have got This Works Deep Sleep Pillow Spray, which is like a lavender spray, which I might want on the ward or wherever I am with pillows to spray on my pillows, or I might even want it if we're driving into the hospital and I've already been labouring a lot at home. I've heard often that is not a fun drive. So I've got this for kind of relaxation purposes. I can't find it, I need to find it, but I'm going to have an eye mask in there, because so many people say, like, if you do have to get in the car, like, have an eye mask, have something nice to smell, have your headphones in, your wireless headphones, and just chill out. So I'm going to pack an eye mask, but I just haven't found that yet. I'll have to buy a new one if I can't find one. I've got moisturizer. These are 2 little sample Kiehl's ones that I have that I'm trying out anyway, that I really like. It's just they're the ultra facial cream from Kiehl's. One's SPF, one isn't, because I wanted to see if the SPF would react against my skin, which it doesn't. But I thought, even though I'm going to buy one and put it in my bathroom cabinet, I may as well pack those so that can be my moisturizer. Oh, I've also got a hair leave-in conditioner thing from Function of Beauty as well. And then I've got, for deodorant, I use Wild. And what I'm going to try and do, rather than pack the whole thing so that I don't have my deodorant, or so that I have to buy like a plastic disposable deodorant that I don't want to do, because that's the whole reason I have Wild, I'm bringing one of the refills, and I'm hoping that I can just sort of scrape some out and use it. So I've got that. Couple of Invisibobbles. I have got hand cream. I love this hand balm. It's the juniper one from Arquette. I've also got the geranium one in a big pump over there by my desk that I really like. And then I've got lanolin nipple cream, hoping to breastfeed, so I will want that. Is there anything else down the sides that I haven't shown you? Oh, I've got some paracetamol. And so that is everything for there. Yeah, as I say, like, I haven't packed makeup or anything. I could throw in a tinted moisturiser or a concealer, but I haven't really felt like I needed to. Also because I don't really wear makeup all the time, but also I don't know if, hopefully we're not even going to go to hospital and I won't want or need any of that sort of stuff. So I've got the maternity towels that I showed you. I have also got breast pads, but those are packed in with my clothes, so I'll show you those in a minute. But on this side, the other thing is I've just got one of these little Aesop drawstring bags, and in here I've got about 12 nappies for the baby. I've got water wipes, you know what they look like, I'm not going to pull them out, and Bepanthen barrier cream in case we need it, and that's all like in one pouch together. When we were with Stan, like they gave us all of the nappy, it was like an emergency surprise situation, so they gave us all of that stuff. So obviously I know that hospitals do have those things if you need it, but it's good to take it with you, and we've got that ready to go, and we've got the ones that we prefer to have. I also have a pair of jellies, so that if I want to walk around in the hospital, I could have like trendy looking socks and jelly combo, but I can keep my feet warm or not with socks, but also have jellies so that I'm not having to walk around in like whatever footwear I arrive in, which I imagine will be trainers or whatever. But also it's so if I have a shower, I would much rather have something on my feet. So I've got jellies, I've got a towel. I don't need to get a towel out to show you, there's nothing interesting about it, but it's just a towel. And then I've got my clothes and the baby's clothes, and a couple of other things to show you, and that's going to be it. So in this packing cube I have got some reusable breast pads. As I say, I'm hoping to breastfeed, but I mean, even if you don't, when your milk comes in, it can be a bit messy. So I bought these from Boots. They're cotton and they're washable and reusable, and they come in this little pouch. So I'm pleased with those. Last time we had disposable ones, but I feel like in the last 4 years we've become much more conscious of not wanting to have that sort of thing. And then in terms of clothes, I've got basically everything that I've packed is like really loose loungewear, comfy stuff that I can labour in or wear after birth. So I have got some maternity leggings that are just black ones from H&M. I have got some jogging bottoms that go under the bump. I don't think they're maternity, but they still fit me and they're really soft and I like them. And they're black, so it just kind of feels good to have things quite like unlikely to get mucky and not visible. Stan, what are you doing? I'm gonna do a wee. That was a little visitor, you didn't get to see his head. These are ASOS, but they're really like comfy, so they're good for wearing after birth. And they might end up being like my going home outfit. There's no like glamorous going home outfit that looks awesome, it's all just comfort. So I've also got two tops that are really comfy. This is one from Toast that I've got in lots of different colours, and they're like really boxy and wide and comfy, and I like actually wearing that as my PJs at night as well, so that can potentially be PJs if I want it to be. And then I've got a long sleeve, a really big oversized, like it's extra large, plain long sleeve polka dot Comme des Garçons t-shirt that will probably be what I wear to go home with the jogging bottoms. It's really, really long and oversized, so it'll just, you still, for people who might not know this, you still have a bump after you've given birth usually, so it will feel nice to be in really loose, comfy clothes, and clothes that will still fit a belly that has been pregnant. Then in terms of socks, I've just got a couple of pairs of socks that are really comfy and soft that I really like. And then I've got a big pair of like cozy socks if my feet get cold that are more like slipper socks. And then I've got big black pants from M&S. And I've got some maternity bras. So this one's really thin and kind of silky. That's black. I think these are all from H&M. I prefer I have got ones with clips for nursing, but I've discovered I actually prefer just being able to yoink them out and not have clips and not even have a clip at the back. So it just feels hardly like you're wearing anything at all. And then I've got, this one's ribbed, kind of like a pinky nudie one and a grey one. So I've got 3 of those. And they're just what I wear anyway now. I never kind of went back to non-maternity bras because I just find them so comfy. I'm a 34 double D and I would have assumed that that wasn't an option and like it wouldn't be enough support, but it really is. It's really good support. Did I show you the cardigan? This is my cardi that I'll wear over the top if I'm cold on the way home. So it's just a really nice APC woolen cardi that I love. So that will feel cozy and familiar. And then I'm going to show you what I've packed for the baby to wear. So that's me. I'm not packing a breast pump. I've got one and it will be here at home. I'm not packing bottles or formula. If for some reason the baby's premature and we have the same situation as we had with Stan, needs to be fed for formula through a tube, the hospital provided all of that for us. But also because my focus is we're having a home birth, it just doesn't feel necessary to think of every potential thing that could happen. If Dan needs to come home for something, he can come home. If the hospital can provide something for us, then they will. So I'm not worried about that. And then this packing cube, this packing cube is for the baby. So in here we have a cellular blanket. And as I said, the hospital were awesome at providing things for us. And this was knitted and donated to the hospital, as was this little hat, and this was Stan's cellular blanket and hat because he was born in a surprise and we didn't have the things with us, and so they gave these to us, which is so lovely. So we'd love it if baby Boo would use those too. That's what Stan had. I've packed one like big muslin in case we need to swaddle, or if I want something really big to wrap him up in or put it over him in the car seat if we don't want the cellular because it's too hot. It's gonna be like April, May that he's born, like end of April, beginning of May. And with this crazy weather at the moment, there's been like really, really warm days and then snow. So who knows what we'll get. And then I've packed two like just little square muslins because muslins are super useful. And then in terms of clothes, I've got short sleeve vests and baby grows. So I have got short sleeve vests in like the early days newborn size. So all of this is stuff that Stan wore. So these ones are early days up to 1 month. I think these were, did I get these from Next maybe? There's a white one. Again, these were all just Stan's that he wore when he was teeny. So I've got 4 of them. I've got a white one, a grey one, a bluish one and a paler blue one. And then in terms of baby grows, I deliberately looked through photos, and worked out what were the first ones that Stan wore. And that's what I've packed for Boo to wear. So the very first baby grow he wore was this lovely Jojo Maman baby one that's got little farm animals on it. And I love the colours. So we've got that. Then I found that Next was really good for baby grows. So we've got this cute one that's just like almost like slightly it's like they're drawn with biro or something, like little animals all over it. And again, these are like the first kind of born early days ones. If it turns out he's ginormous, Danny can come home and get different things. But Stan was wearing these for a good while. He was about six. He was about 6, a little bit more than 6, and he was really premature, so he probably would have been really quite big, like well over 7 pounds. But Stan was 6 to 7 pounds, and he wore these for quite a long time, so I think that they'll fit fine. But if not, obviously we've got bigger things. But this is a cute stripy one with some clouds sewn into it. Again, Next, and they've all got the scratch mitts and the little booties on the end, so it's just really practical and easy. And then we've also got, which might work better if he is a bit bigger, a long sleeve vest with matching trousers with booties, so that when it's all on, it's like he's wearing a baby grow, but it is actually 2 separate bits. And these have got like little teddy bears all over them, again from H&M. So if he is bigger, that might end up being the first thing he wears, because there's because it's 2 pieces, there's like a bit more give and a bit more stretch in it. And that comes with a matching little hat, so that he'll have this hat too, but that hat's really teeny tiny. This one's quite a bit bigger, so we'll just see what size his head is. And then one of my best friends, Sarah, brought us down a little cashmere cardi that he had last time. So if we need an extra layer for going home, which we probably will, for him to wear in the car seat and then have a blanket over him. But you can't really get them in the car seat with too many layers on. So we're not taking like a snowsuit or a pram suit or anything huge, but this will keep him really snug and warm. So that's all of the stuff for baby Boo. That's everything I've packed. So there are things that I'm not packing that we would take with us. So I'll go through those now. Let me know if you're mad, you've forgotten this, and this, and this. Because I don't know if for some people this will seem really minimal, or if for other people that will seem like a lot. I've watched so many of these videos and I feel like the majority of people take tons of stuff. I don't mind just being naked, to be honest, giving birth. Like I don't want sets of pajamas and nighties and what am I gonna labour in? I'll just labour in the t-shirt that I'm wearing, like, or one of those t-shirts, like that's completely fine. I don't kind of want all of the extra stuff. But yeah, let me know if you think that's really minimal or not, but it is with a view that we'll probably be at home. But the things that we'll obviously take with us, so I will have like a note on this bag saying a list of the things that we still need to take with us. One of them is my maternity pillow, and we might even grab a couple of extra pillows anyway, because there's never enough pillows in the hospital, and having your own pillows feels really nice. So, but obviously they're not things that I'm going to pack in advance because I use them every night. This is how I sleep, with that behind my shoulders as well, but behind me propped up. So I'll take this with me. This is what we had with Stan. It also works quite well for breastfeeding, so you can put it in front of you and have the baby on here. But also what I did when you're quite sore down below and you're needing to like sit on a hospital bed in recovery, you can kind of do it like this and put it on the bed and then sit like a donut so that nothing's touching in the middle. So this is very kind of handy multi-purpose thing to have with us. And then my birthing ball, if we can, and we're being transferred not because it's some major emergency and I need to go into surgery, but just because it's failure to progress or something, and we can like just go in the car with my dad, then I will bring my birth ball, because I like to be able to kind of get comfortable and bounce on that, or lean over it to kind of push, or to just go through contractions or surges. And we will take this water bottle. I've been completely converted now to water bottles with a straw. It's just so much easier. So I very specifically want this water bottle with me. So that is what we'll take with us. And then the other thing that's a bigger thing to take as well is the car seat. So you need to, if you're leaving the hospital with your baby in a car, you have to have a car seat. That's the law. We have the Maxi Cozy Pebble. It's what we had with Stan as well. So we'll take that. So we'll have that ready to go. So it'll be everything that's in the suitcase, the ball, water, which I'll probably actually just physically have with me, my maternity pillow, the car seat, and then my husband will have a rucksack that's going to have like a change of clothes for him and pants and socks and whatever. But I've also got little portable phone chargers that I'm charging that will go in there, just in case for some reason like we still can't reach with the phone charger, or we're in an ambulance or a hospital and our phones have run out of battery and we can't plug them in to charge them. So he'll have that. But then also the thing that I haven't talked about at all is snacks. So whatever snacks we decide to pack and organise, they'll go in his rucksack. I know that I want Lucozade Sport drinks. I know that I will want like medjool dates and that kind of thing. So I might actually make up some energy balls. I really like nuts. So I'm going to do a bit more research, but things like nuts and dried fruit are really good snacks to have during labour. But I'm going to do more research on that and then pack all of the snacks that feel good to take with me. It's a funny one for me because when I was pregnant with Stan, I had like 3 days of not eating before I gave birth because I was in the hospital and I was unwell. And then I was fine giving birth anyway. It's mad. I don't know how I did it, but having had like 3 days of not really eating. So I can't quite imagine eating during birth, but that's what they say, that you should stay refueled and stuff. So I shall do a little bit of research on that, and who knows, maybe I'll have a snacks in labour video, or maybe when I tell you my birth story, I'll tell you what I snacked on or what I didn't snack on. But yeah, kind of feel like cashews and dates and apricots and things like that, maybe bananas, I don't know, we'll see. If it's based at home, then we'll want to make sure there's like tea and coffee and nice snacks for the midwives, because they could be here for ages or overnight or whatever. So those will be a different set of snacks, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm saying like snacks aren't thoroughly planned yet. But yeah, I think that's everything. Otherwise, that's what we will have ready to go in case we need to go to the hospital. It isn't long until our birth pool gets delivered, which is really exciting, and we're starting to order things like shower curtains to put on the bed, and then a cheap fitted sheet to go over the top, so that if I labour in bed and there's any mess, you can just roll that up and get rid of it and your sheets are still underneath. So we're doing lots of research in terms of how we prepare for having a home birth. We've got a load of old towels and things, so I will do a video about how we're preparing for home birth. We've got an appointment with our midwife tomorrow to go through all of our birth preferences and make a bit more of a plan. So after that video, after that appointment, and once we've kind of purchased and got together all of the different things we need, I will film a video about how we're preparing for the home birth, and like show you the room and what we're going to do and how it's all going to work. So yeah, it's exciting. Thank you so much for watching. As I say, do leave me a comment and let me know if you feel like this is loads or very little, or if there's a specific thing you're like, oh, you really should have this too, Lizzie, it's so good. It might be something that I have, but I'm planning on having at home rather than taking with me, and I think, oh yeah, that would be good, I'll take that too. So any advice, very welcome. And thank you for watching, and I will speak to you very soon.